Tom, could I ask you for some advice, please? Yes, of course. If you think I can help, what's it about? It's my first major study assignment, and I'm not sure how to go about it. You must have done it last year. Is that the one comparing the coverage of a particular story in a range of newspapers? That's right. Oh, yes, I really enjoyed writing it. So, what sort of things do I need to compare? Well, there are several things. For example, there's the question of which page of the newspaper the item appears on. You mean because there's a big difference between having it on a front page and the bottom of page 10, for instance? Exactly. And that shows how important the editor thinks the story is. Then there's the size, how many columns in the story is given, how many columns it spreads over. And I suppose that includes the headline. It certainly does. It's all part of attracting the reader's attention. What about graphics? Whether there's anything visual in addition to the text. Yes, you need to consider those too, because they can have a big effect on the reader's understanding of the story, sometimes bigger effect than the text itself. Then you need to look at how the item is put together, what structure is given. Bear in mind that not many people read beyond the first paragraph. So, what has a journalist put at the beginning? And if, say, there are conflicting opinions about something, does one appear near the end, where people probably won't read it? And newspapers sometimes give wrong or misleading information, don't they? Either deliberately or by accident. Should I be looking at that too? Yes, if you can. Compare what's in different versions, and as far as possible, try and work out that what's true and what isn't. And that relates to a very important point. What's the writer's purpose? Or at least the most important one. If they have several, it may seem to be inform the public, but often it's that they want to create fear or controversy or to make somebody look ridiculous. Gosh, I see what you mean, and I suppose the writer may make assumptions about reader. That's right, about their knowledge of the subject, their attitudes, and their level of education, which means writing so that the reader's understanding without feeling patronized. All of that could make a difference to how the story is presented. Does it matter that what type of story I write about? No. National or international politics, the ass. Anything as long as it covered in 2 or 3 newspapers. Though of course it'd be easier and more fun if it's something you're interested in and know something about. And on that basis, a national news item would be worth analyzing. I'm quite keen on politics, so I try and find a suitable topic. What did you choose for the analysis, Tom? I was interested about in how newspapers express their opinions explicitly, so I wanted to compare editorials in different papers. But when I started looking, I couldn't find two on the same topic that I felt like analyzing. In that case, I wouldn't ever bother to look. So, in the end, I chose a human interest story, a terribly emotional story about a young girl who was very ill, and lots of other people, mostly strangers, raised money so she could go abroad for treatment. Actually, I was surprised. Some papers just wrote about how wonderful everyone was, but others considered the broader picture, like why treatment wasn't available here. I usually find stories like that arise quite strong feelings in me. I avoid that. Perhaps I'll choose an arts topic, like different reviews on a film or something about funding for the arts. I think about that. Yes, that might be interesting. Okay, well, thanks a lot for the help. Tom is very useful. You're welcome. Good luck with the assignment, Hazel.